Hello dear students and welcome back to my channel. In this video we'll discuss TS Inter paper correction full process. As you know that the main paper correction is handled by Telangana State Board of Intermediate Education. Step number 1. So after exams answer sheets are collected, they are sealed at exam centers. They are sent to valuation camps, that is spot valuation centers. Security is strict to prevent tampering. Tampering means using illegal methods to change students' results. Step number 2 is coding. Student details are hidden. Each paper gets a code, barcode. Examiner does not know whose paper it is. Step number 3 is distribution to examiners. The exam papers are given to junior lecturers. So respective subject teachers will get the papers and each one of them will get 30 to 40 papers per day. But now it is around 45 papers. So the lecturers have to correct the papers very carefully because in case a subject expert checks their bundle and if they find an error, then the teacher will be at fault. Step number 4, scheme of valuation. So before correction starts, board provides official answer key of the particular subject exam paper. They also provide stepwise marking scheme and alternative answers. All examiners must follow the same standard. Step number 5, main valuation correction. The examiner checks each answer. Marks are given question wise, step wise for numerical subjects. Partial marks are allowed. In all other subjects, partially they may give you marks, but for English grammar, there are no half mark because there is no partly correct answer. This is the most important stage. Final marks mainly depend on this step. Step number 6. So after the teacher checking the paper, the chief examiner, that is CE, checks sample papers from each examiner's bundle and ensures uniform marking, no extreme strictness or leniency. If issues are found, examiner is corrected or instructed by the CE. Sometimes rechecking of that bundle may happen. Step number 6 is scrutiny. This is a critical stage. Now comes the scrutinizer. What a scrutinizer checks is all questions are evaluated, no answer left unchecked. Means the scrutinizer will check whether the teacher has corrected and allotted marks for each and every question. The scrutinizer will make sure that marks written on each page are correct, totaling inside pages is correct, final total is correct, and marks allotted are correctly transferred to main sheet, that is OMR sheet. So what a scrutinizer will not do is that they do not fully evaluate answers. They do not rejudge quality of writing deeply. Means if a student has not written properly the answers or the examiner who has corrected the paper has given less marks, all these things the scrutinizer will not check. They will only check whether outside and inside total is same or not. But if something looks clearly wrong, like missing marks, then they can flag it. They are the last person to physically verify your paper inside and out. Okay, so after the scrutinizer checks, then comes step number 8, that is bundle submission to the office. After scrutiny, papers are packed and sent to board office. Then step number 9, office level checking. Means on the OMR sheet, the marks are correctly entered or not, and the total is correct. Is it tallying or not? That they'll check. So the important thing is that they check totals and data accuracy. They do not recheck answers inside again. Then step number 10, that is result processing. Marks are compiled, grades calculated, and results published. Now the realistic truth is that this is very important, that where variations can happen. Main variation comes from examiner. If the examiner is doing strict or lenient correction, the role limits, that is the CE, controls extreme mistakes, the scrutinizer catches technical errors, but no full second correction happens normally. And because of this, possible errors can happen. Small errors like 2 to 5 marks, medium errors 5 to 10 marks, and very large errors like unchecked answer by the examiner, marks not added properly, page skipped. So a huge difference can happen, like a teacher can give you 20 marks more or 20 marks less. Exceptional cases, not normal. So as I said last year, this mistake happened many times that teachers Well, experienced teachers have committed such mistakes of giving 10 marks more or doing the wrong totaling of marks, and many a times giving 20 marks less or 20 marks more. The condition in which these teachers are correcting the papers is very hectic. 9 to 6, given 45 papers a day. When such things happen, people are more inclined to do errors, and the amount of pressure that is put up on teachers. The CE may check one or two papers, but a scrutinizer checks around 500 to 1000 papers, sometimes 1200 also. And the real truth is that they are blindly doing things because there's a lot of pressure to do the things immediately. So there will be errors 100%. And if students have doubt after the result, and if you are definitely sure that you must get marks, then you opt for revaluation or recounting of papers. If a government wants a proper result of students, then they must give enough time to the teachers, at least 1 or 2 months for correction. But they won't do that because if they extend the correction time, then they will have to pay teachers more. So, to increase their profit, what they do is they give less time for correction, more pressure to teachers so that they make mistakes, and once the results are declared, students will be shocked to see their own results, that how did they get 50 marks more or 20 marks less, and then they will apply for revaluation, recounting, and all this money will go to the board. So education system in India has become like a business. They are just playing with the lives of the students. So such boards that do not care about the life of students, and many students commit suicides also because of this. So such boards should be terminated, eliminated from the education system completely, and if the new education policy takes place, then it will be very beneficial for the students. So in my next video, I'll discuss TS intergrading system. Stay tuned. Students, if you think I was able to help you, then don't forget to hype this video and don't forget to contact me on my Telegram ID if you want easy notes. Do check out the playlist that I gave in the comment section and hit the bell icon to get notified for my next upcoming video.